Hi everybody, my name is Emily Hart Lopez and I am a professional performing artist based in New York City. I'm a dancer, actor, and teaching artist. I've been in New York the past 5.5 years and this is my YouTube channel. So welcome, thanks for joining me, thanks for watching this video. Basically, I'm going very old school with this. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there right now, and there's all these ways to make it into the algorithm and like get fancy with your videos. But I want to start off small with this page because the best thing I've learned, the advice I got was to just do it. And so we're starting off kind of old school here, and then hopefully I'll get better equipment and more tech savvy as I go along in 2022. But I figured better now than never, and if I learned anything in the pandemic, it is to just like go for it and see what happens, because life is too short. And if you're still here, then you're lucky. You know, we lost a lot of people this year, and I want to live my best life. As cliche as that sounds, I want to have the best life possible, and I think part of that is wanting to share my story and my journey being an artist, being a performer in such a challenging city as New York, and to share that story because I know there's other people going through some of the things that I've been going through. I want to share the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows, and just really talk about my industry and what it's like. Along the way, I'll probably share things about myself too, just for fun, like hobbies and things I'm into, because that's kind of the fun of YouTube, is you can have a page about a lot of different topics. And if I've learned anything about human beings, is we can be kind of complicated and have a lot of layers to ourselves, so why not share that too? So that being said, this is just my intro video. I'm not gonna edit it, I'm not gonna make it look super fancy, because if I was meeting someone for the first time, you can't go back and edit things, right? So I figured why not show the hiccups along the way as I hopefully become more articulate and more concise in these videos. But this is really sharing about my life journey and hopefully meeting people along the way who are going through similar things, because one of my life missions is to help change the industry for the better within arts and entertainment. I've been in the field 5.5 years and I've had a lot of ups and downs, and so I want to share what it's like on a day-to-day and what are the challenges we face when you're particularly in my case, a young woman in your 20s, just trying to be independent and trying to make it in the performing arts. So that's the general gist of this page, and now I'll just tell you a little bit more about me. So I'm originally from Charleston, South Carolina. I grew up there most of my life, and my dad is a Southern man, definitely very much from the South, but has his own a lot of cultural appreciation on his end. He's not like the stereotype of what maybe some people think of as a Southern man, I don't know. And my mom is from Guatemala City in Guatemala, in Central America. And she's also not what I would consider the stereotype of what people in the media portray to be Latina and Hispanic. So anyways, that being said, I come from a mixed background. I'm 4'11", shorties represent. I'm petite, I'm curvy, I'm strong, I'm a mover. I'm trying to think what else I want to say. This is not pre-planned, every single thing I'm going to say in this intro. Yeah, but I grew up in the South, mostly homeschooled for a lot of my life. I grew up in Charleston and in Texas and then back to Charleston. I am a childhood ALL survivor, that's acute lymphocytic leukemia, and I'm very lucky that I didn't have it as bad as some other people around me, and that I made it through. And I had some pretty amazing experiences when I was in treatment. And then I grew up a lot in the countryside on the island of Wamala Island, South Carolina. Then I went on to go to Arts High School, Charleston County School of the Arts, and then North Carolina School of the Arts for dance, both high school and college for dance, with my BFA in dance, with a concentration in contemporary dance. And now the last 5.5 years, I've been living in New York City, working as a dancer, as an actor, and as a dance teacher. It has been a whirlwind. I've danced for a lot of different companies. I've freelanced. I've done work from like commercial dance to theater to in front of film and TV. It's been kind of like a very mixed bag of a career, and I don't limit myself to any one style of dance. I've done tinikling, I've done Bollywood, I do heels and Latin styles. I just love it all, and I want to keep learning and keep growing in as many styles as I can within reason. I do have my focuses. I do have more focus now on the areas that I train in and I study and I perform. But I believe at the end of the day, a mover is a mover, and we don't have to limit ourselves to one style. I think it's important to be versatile. And now I'm really, in the past year, I've been really working on trying to be a better actor and working in theater and some of the virtual world. And as far as teaching, I love teaching people from little ones to senior citizens, and I've taught them abroad and in New York. But this video is not meant to be like a resume. I'm going to be talking about different topics within the industry and my life and my lifestyle here as I go on. So I can share more about that. It does feel weird to do a YouTube channel just because I try to keep my personal life still pretty private on social media, and I don't try to share all the highs and lows of what I'm going through. Mostly I share the victories and the highs because I believe, we want to put ourselves out there as people that are hireable, and I don't know, I guess sometimes I think maybe casting directors, they don't want to see you talking about like the things you're struggling with, or that you're not getting something you want. I assume they want people who seem like they're winning and all of that. So most of the time on social media and out there in media in the world, I'm like trying to put my best foot forward and show the sides of me that look really together. But we all know that that's not true for all of us. We all have areas that we struggle and that aren't together and that we feel lost. And so I think what's really brought me to want to do this channel is to try something new and say, why not? Because it's been a really hard year. It's been a year with a lot of highs and lows, and I'm very grateful for the good things that have happened, but I've also had a lot of struggles this year. And so I want to try something new and see what happens. And for a long time, I've been wanting to keep talking about these topics. I've done it on Instagram Live. I tried to start a podcast with some friends, and I think this is the medium that I think is going to work the most. So if you even watched to the 9 minutes, thank you so much. And I really do believe I'm going to have some insight that's going to be beneficial to people that are maybe thinking of moving to New York, or who maybe are performing artists, or they're working and living in a big city and they don't come from a big city. And that's about it. The topic's going to be pretty specific within the arts, and then here and there I might just talk about things I want to talk about that I like. Because why not? I'm sure some people have some shared interests with me, and I'll leave it there for now. But again, thank you for coming with me on this journey. I hope in 2022 and maybe beyond, and we'll see what happens with this channel. And I just want to say I appreciate every single person, from my family and my friends to my teachers and my mentors over the years, who have been really supporting me in this journey, in this career that I still hope has decades and decades and a lifetime to go, and this is just one part of where I'm at in it that I'm going to share with you. So thank you again for watching, and may you have a blessed and a happy new year.